Hello beautiful people, welcome to this YouTube video. My name is Coach Thyna, and if you're new here, welcome. I am a certified relationship coach and a personal hygiene expert, and in this video I'll be sharing with you some of the things you're probably doing wrong that is making men run away from you. One of the things would be how you love yourself. Now, when people hear self-love, they think it's buying yourself the nice bag and the best everything. That really isn't what self-love is. Self-love is how you care for yourself when people are watching, and even when people aren't watching, even more when people aren't watching. So as a coach, I deal with most young women because young women are drawn to me, right? So I get to coach a lot of young women who are believing God for a husband and everything regarding that. And every time I have these sessions with women, I realize that they want what they want, that is a happy home, a loving husband, but they don't know how to get it. They don't know how to get a man to really love them. You know, some women complain about how the man in her life doesn't remember anything, so if she gets her hair done, he isn't noticing that her hair is done. You know, all these things. I think that women would continue to accept just anything until they know what it means to love themselves really well. So I completely understand. And one thing that would really be affecting, you know, the way that you love yourself is your self-image. So let me share a bit on self-image. When I was a teenager, right, I had really poor personal hygiene, and that's why I went ahead to learn about personal hygiene and how to help more people, you know. So I had really poor personal hygiene, and, you know, hugging people in church was a big deal. I would never want to hug because I'm not sure of how I'm smelling, or like all these things happened as a teenager. And when I started to, you know, develop myself and learn more about how the mind works, I started to use body roll-on, oil perfumes, body sprays, all the important things to make sure that I smell good and I'm comfortable to hug people, right? And I realized that my confidence started to grow. So there are some things you are not confident about. That's why you are not attracting the right people, and that's something you need to know. There's no way I would have attracted someone like my husband if I was still a dirty female. There's no way. I would still be attracting people that, you know, I say this with all respect for other men that I met before my husband. I would still be attracting men that don't have a solid vision for their lives. Because I always think about these CEOs and like boss of companies, right? What kind of women are they doing their board meetings with? What kind of women are they spending time with? Let's get real in this video. This video, I want to get real with you ladies. They're having board meetings with women that are wearing white shirts, and you know the collar is white, no foundation on the collar. The brow of the lady is white, clean. If you go near the lady, right, the woman is scenting like, you know, she just came out of a flower factory. Those are the kind of women they see. So that's what their mindset will be, except a man that, you know, has some personality difficulties that would now go to the village and go and pick a wife. Most of those men are looking for women that have this quality of neatness that, you know, when they bring her out, when they come to the office with her, she's looking very good. Those are the kind of, you know, people that they find attractive. Now, women like that usually do not have this thing called a homely personality, do not really want to submit because they're in work, they're overachievers, right? And that's why they are doing their job so well. That's why they can have board meetings with like big men in the industry. So what I thought to myself is, if I can be a woman, and that's something you should think about, if you can be a woman that is thriving in her field, because men will always find thriving women attractive, men will always find successful women attractive. It never goes out of style. Yet, if you still have the personality of a homely female that can cook, that is loving, that can take care of a baby, if you can merge these two together, I want you to know that your days of being single are limited. Yes, you're going to be able to attract just any kind of man. I mean high class man. And when we talk about high class, he doesn't have to have all the money right now, but his mind is beautiful. His mind is successful. Success starts from inward before it comes out. So you could meet him before his success, is outward. But one thing I realized is my husband was first attracted to me as a rapper on Instagram. Now, attracted is a huge word. Like, he liked me because he's like, there were so many other people doing music. He didn't reach out to them. He reached out to me for music. I'm so sure he reached out to me for music, because he never looked at me like, how all these guys look like. This babe, sharp, fine. He'll be like, oh, yo, Justina, how was it today? He'll never look at me like I'm a fine girl. I was like, anyways, no wahala. But I didn't know that he was noticing how I was that way with my rap videos. And then when I'm talking to him like I've never even been outside in my life. Like, like I'm a homebody. I'm just talking. I'm just very down to earth. Men love down to earth women, And he talking to me, we'll be having a nice time. And then sometimes he'll tell me, you do not seem like that girl on Instagram. Like when we're dating, of course now. I don't even know. But when we're dating, he used to tell me that I'm just so homely, that when people see my rap videos, they're going to think I'm a gangster, But really, I was just very homely, just talking to him. Yet I am an overachieving woman. If I want to get this thing, I want to get it. Yet it doesn't come in the way of, being a very homely woman, a very sensible, down-to-earth woman who is not always loud and shouting or nagging. When people see your social media, right? Social media is really just social media. So a man can meet you on social media and is seeing you doing everything that you love to do. But when they meet you, please have a sweet savor. It's so important. It's so important. And that's why I'm encouraging a lot of women to get on the boot camp. Get on the putting your husband down boot camp, because if you do not learn, you will not know. I have read lots of books on how the man's mind works and what really makes a man stop and see, this girl I want to marry in 2 weeks. This one I've been dating for 12 years. I don't want to marry. He's seen something that this one has that one doesn't have. You will see, and you'll be wondering, these men are wicked. No, they're not wicked. You just do not have what they want, which is, a homely. I don't think a man in this generation doesn't want a cool-headed, calm girl. The world is already too tough to be dealing with a tough female. So if you want to be tough, just stay in your father's house and be tough. But if you want to get married, right, you need to let go of all your... You need to let it go. You need to be someone that someone can have a conversation with and not feel any tension or any fear or anything. Just be in their peace. Sometimes when he comes back from work, you walk towards him, take off his jacket, take off his coat, take off his shoes. Now, I don't think some men will let you do that, but just show them that you're there. Now, for people who are working really hard, like, you're coming back from work, I'm coming back from work, that could be, quite tense. Like, who will take each other's jacket off, right? So I decided that I don't want to do any kind of job that will take me away from being a wife or a mom. It matters to me. Now, some people are not like me. And one thing is, when I ask people, what do you think my temperament is? They say, you're choleric. Yes, I could be choleric, but I understand that what really, really makes a woman happy is when her home is happy. And how do you make a happy home when you're not even in the home? So I always encourage my ladies, are there things that you're passionate about that could give you more time? Could you work from home? Could you do a business? Would you want to go into ministry? Like, really do what you love to do so that you don't bring any tensed atmosphere into your home. It's so important. Like, a lot of women have lost their homes simply because they're trying to work like their husbands. So when I decided to go into the field of work that I now am in, that is coaching and helping families, building ladies, helping them gather all the knowledge that they need to attract the kind of husbands that they want, I knew that I needed to do it from home, because it's an important thing when a woman has peace of mind. It really does reflect on your family life, on your self-esteem, on your mental health in general. So more women need to make this commitment to do only what they are comfortable with doing. Of course, there are times you will need to push yourself out, but you are still in tune with something that sets your soul on fire. Because if you are under pressure, then you will definitely rub that pressure off on your family and even your children as they grow. So you want to do something that you're comfortable with, that you're happy to do. I'm always excited when I have to counsel women, because that's what really makes me happy, helping them know that a beautiful love life is available. I have tasted it and I believe so much in it, and I want every other young woman to experience the same beauty that I also have received from God. I will see you in my next video. Until then, please remember to like this video, share if you liked it, and then of course subscribe. I also coach people every day on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. So all you need to do is search for the Coach J Thyna Show and you would find me there, giving dating advice and dating coaching every day of the week, 8 a.m. every day. Remain beautiful, remain in love, remain on fire for God. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.